city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s.
Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go! Here we go!
Here's Walker to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. To throw is Fields.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Or might he go for it?
They'll try and run Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Start the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And he'll get this this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense column.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker
with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game.
And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Taking a shot here for Marshall.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Here's the pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think that's the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7. On second down, it's Walker. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Here's Fields. And Walker has it. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
Walker hitting the ball zone. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, Cardinals. Breece Hall, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go! Here we go!
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball. So defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all the...
He's got a man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed Old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail in double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They'll look to throw. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 19 yards away. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point safely through. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. That ball caught by Slayton. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a first down throw. Fields completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Fields. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go now.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They're going to look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a three-possession game.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defense?
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to face a 3rd down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Here's Fields. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. So in the Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 down at the 31. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Ball want to give up the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Off the play fake. Hall. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly and now here's another interception. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but the throw went to the big guy. But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it?
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And they're going to get this team inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll drop the throw. Toward the end
zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing football up big in the fourth quarter.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Again, he'll drop to throw. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his right. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now.
This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Terrace Marshall. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, I don't know if it's the coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. They run it with ball off the option.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This uses motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This one is Slayton over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 2nd and 10. Field. That's complete to Slayton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline. He certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 8. Fields. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
take a knee here.
Okay, ready?
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Go!
And they take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.